Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of the Duo Group Ironman. In the last video, I spent a couple weeks doing agility and farm runs, the Ironman dream, and I got a lot of herbs, a lot of marks of grace, and I ended up buying like 7 graceful sets to almost fill out all the graceful sets in the POH. There's just 2 more sets I have to get in the future, which I will get in the future. Don't worry, I was only wearing the mismatched graceful ironically. I would never actually wear that. But here, let me show you. I'll quickly scroll through so you can see all the sets I have and don't have. The black graceful set I do have in the bank because that's the one that I actually use. So what is going to be the plan for this video? You may already know by the title or thumbnail, but I am going to be spending a lot of time AFKing. This may just end up being like a completely AFK massive XP gain video. I've got a side project that I've been wanting to do for a long time. I spent a lot of time preparing for it and I'm super excited to do it. So while I'm working on that, I don't know how long it's gonna be. It could be weeks, could be months, but while I'm working on the other project, I will be AFKing on this account for an indefinite amount of time. I'm probably gonna be hopping around. Oh, that's funny, Spook Dog's here. I'll probably be hopping around skills for now. I need to like really AFK hard, so I'm gonna be doing redwoods, but I will update you if/when I hop around skills. And I reset my XP tracker for a lot of the skills I expect that I'll be doing. Let me just keep track of the total XP as well. We'll set a tracker for that. Let me check real quick actually. How many rations do I have? Oh, 6K. That's not that much. Well, I'll cross that bridge when we come to it when I need to get more. All right, yeah, I'm sorry if the end of last video and so far the start of this one has seemed rushed. I'm just like super excited to get started on this other project. I guess you already know what it is because I don't know when this GIM video is gonna be going up, but it's 2004 Escape. And I'm super excited, so I'm ready finally to start AFKing, and my total XP is currently at 1,083,000,000. And yeah, okay. Bye. I'll update you with stuff. Whoa, I just skipped through it, but I just got a virtual woodcutting level that is 119. I don't think I said what my XP was yet. In case I didn't, it is 94.4 mil. I've already gained 1.4 mil in this video, so I started at about 93 mil. Well, there's a beaver pet. Spook was in the room right behind me. I was talking about what I'm doing in 04 Escape right now, and I literally just got the pet. How many beavers do I have now? That is the 5th one.
What's your XP?
It's 95.4 mil. It's okay, you'll get one soon, I'm sure.
That's like not insanely higher than me.
Yeah, what are you, like 60 something?
Probably.
61 mil, 61.3 mil. Well, I'm sure. Okay, yeah, we both got randoms. No, it's only been 2.5 days and I'm already out of Forester's rations. Here's the amount of leaves I have. I'll use some of these higher level leaves with sharks and see how many rations I get out of this. Well, there's just about all the leaves used up. Wow, that is a very clean amount. That got me exactly to, or getting me to over 20K from that last one. That's pretty good. That's more than I originally thought that I would end up getting. I mean, I will run out of those rations after probably another 1 to 2 weeks of woodcutting, but hopefully within the next couple days, I should get to a not so click intensive point in 04 Escape so that I'll be able to do a less AFK activity than having to do redwoods in OSRS. Soon enough, well before I run out of rations, I will hop over to another skill. It's been a long, busy day at the woodcutting factory today, but I'm finally at the point where I'm doing some not so click intensive stuff in the other game, so I can do some slightly more click intensive stuff in OSRS. I can do some barb fishing now. First fishing XP and agility XP and strength XP gained in the video. First of many more to come. Currently 54 mil fishing XP. I caught this one. Hello. Well, I don't mean I caught this fish. I mean, I did catch this fish, but I also caught this virtual fishing level that is 114. Here's a fun little milestone coming up. That's going to be one more fish for 60 mil fishing XP. So far in this video, I've already gained 5.9 mil fishing XP, and who knows how much longer I'll be going for, because I feel like I'm just getting started in 04 Escape. Dang, she's like really catching up to me. I did hop back to woodcutting today, but she just got 70 mil and I'm at almost 100 mil. But yeah, I'm probably like one more day away from 100 mil. But dude, she's actually gonna catch up to me because I'm not gonna be fully focusing on woodcutting. I'm probably gonna switch back to fishing soon enough. Oh man, there it is, 100 million woodcutting XP. Looks like Spook Dog just logged in, so she just missed it. But whoa, that is That is crazy, dude. How many skills do I have? 100 mil plus. Is that my second skill? Oh no, I have third skill. Hit points, range, and now woodcutting. Dude, what? How have I run out of Forester's rations? I mean, I didn't know I was doing that much woodcutting. Dang, man. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Because members for 04 Escape just came out today, and I mean, redwoods are like the perfect thing for me to do. I don't want to have to stop and do forestry for a while to get leaves. I did come over here to do a bit of forestry today to try and get some leaves, and with one more E-log right there, that is a virtual woodcutting level of 120. You know, by the time this is over, or by the time I come back to this game, woodcutting might actually end up being my highest skill. I'm not even too far off at this point. Well, I'm a few days late to this, but I hit 1.1 billion total XP. I do like to show the 100 mil XP milestones. It's currently March 30th. I probably hit it 3 to 4 days ago, so it's probably like the 26th maybe. I just went back to check when I hit 1 bill XP, and it was on December 5th, 2024, so it's a bit under 4 months to reach this next 100 mil total XP milestone, which means I've averaged a bit under 1 mil total XP per day. Well, she finally got it. She just got her first beaver at 73.8 mil XP. Wow, I think that's... Let me ask. I think that's her 6th pet now. Yeah, that is pet number 6 for her. That is awesome. She just sent me this picture as well right afterwards. Sly. I'm still going back and forth between redwoods and forestry to get more leaves for rations. Oh, that's funny. I didn't realize you can get dupe fox whistles. I was just doing the events, I don't know, just to do them because it's easy. I got my second fox whistle. Does it show up in the collection log? Yeah, it does show up that I've gotten 2 of them. You can sell it to the shop for 250 bark, and then they're gonna flip it because they can sell it back to other players for 75k anima bark. Whoa, I got back-to-back fox whistles. Not like, it wasn't back-to-back events, but like from the last fox event, I got, it's only 1 in 30, so it's not like it's super rare to get or anything, but I thought that was interesting. It is currently April 3rd, just for reference of time. I was doing some calculations with the leaves, and I would need around 7,000 U leaves, theoretically, if I wanted to go for 200 mil woodcutting and be able to get the boost from the dragon felling axe the whole entire time. It would be about 7k U leaves. Now, I did spend a couple days there already, and I got my stack of U leaves up to almost 2k. I got some other leaves as well. But after doing some more rough math, I figured out that I don't think it'd be worth the time doing forestry to get the leaves to then come back here to do redwoods. Or if it is worth the time, it's not worth the less AFK-ness because I need to be really AFK right now as I'm busy doing a lot of stuff in 2004 Escape, as you know by now. And then there's also the theoretical time cost of having to use sharks for that as well. 7,000 U leaves would be 7,000 sharks, and to make up those 7,000 sharks, I think you fish like 500 per hour when you're doing minnows. So that would be an additional 14 hours worth of sharks used up, plus the time to cook them. And with all that taken into account, I don't know if I want to use the dragon felling axe anymore. I might switch over to the infernal axe. The nice thing about the dragon felling axe, though, in terms of AFK-ness, is that it has a 20% chance to destroy the log, so it makes it more AFK because you can be at the redwood tree longer, and AFK is very important to me right now. However, with the Infernal Axe, you have a 1/3 or a 33% chance to destroy the log, and you get the fire-making XP instead of the boosted woodcutting XP. And while it is less macro efficient overall, if you're going by like efficiency, it does make it more AFK, and AFK-ness is very important to me right now. So because of that, I will switch over to using the Infernal Axe for quite a while. I know I have the leaves now, so I could make those. I don't know. I'm going to use the Infernal Axe for now, and I can switch over later on. But I did reset the XP tracker for fire making. And yeah, back to woodcutting. It's just a little update on what's going on. Currently at almost 108 mil woodcutting XP, by the way. And I don't know how long I'm going to go on for. Like, I might just go on for another week or two. As of right now, I could see myself going on for months. But, you know, that's just how I feel right now. Things can change very quickly. You know, how life and things go. Also, I just want to mention that that clip I just recorded, that was clip number 20,000 of the series. That's another cool milestone. When was 10,000? 10,000 was February 7th, 2023. Wow, so it's taken over 2 years to get to the next 10k milestone of clips. Sorry for the flashbang, by the way. Just got a virtual firemaking level that is 108 firemaking, which is 30. Well, yeah, I mean, I just switched over to firemaking today with the Infernal Axe. I did not realize I was that close to getting a level when I switched over, though. Oh, hey. I hit 110 mil woodcutting XP. Time for an update. Your Infernal Axe has run out of charges. There's my woodcutting and firemaking XP. Hopefully I have another dragon axe in the bank. I'm not quite sure. At least 1 or 2 extras would be nice. Oh, phew. Thankfully I do have one here. Okay, let's do this animation that you don't get to see too often. Combine those together. Wow. Hey, just got a virtual woodcutting level of 121. Dude, what? It's only been 5 days since I charged the Infernal Axe to full. 5 days and it's empty. I do still have some more dragon axes I can use to charge it up. Use that on there and you get to see this very cool animation. Alright, hey, I've still been mostly woodcutting with my time and just hit 120 mil XP. I'm just now realizing that I missed a couple of notable milestones on the account. The first thing is that woodcutting is now my highest XP skill. It surpassed hit points, which is a bit under 116 mil. Woodcutting is pretty well beyond that at this point. And the other thing I missed is I hit 600 days of playtime. And I only missed it by 2 days and 16 hours of in-game time, which is definitely 2 weeks of real time and not 3 days of real time, that's for sure. I want to say it's been like 6 weeks since I've upkept my kingdom. I could be off, but I am filling it up once again with 2.8 mil, and it was at 49%, so I got to get my favor up too before I go back to AFking. I was just doing a couple of master clues I had saved up. I'm glad to have those done so I can start working towards a couple more master clues. I'm still stacking caskets, by the way. You probably knew that though. It has come to that time again, the time where I need to recharge the Infernal Axe with another dragon axe. Let's see that amazing animation. Look at the firemaking and the woodcutting XP on a very special day as well. Very easy to remember day if I ever need to remember this day for some reason. Wow, a virtual woodcutting level 122. Another week, another time to recharge the Infernal Axe. Here's the woodcutting firemaking XP so far. Yo, 130 million woodcutting XP. Which is kind of funny timing, because I think today, either today or, yeah, it should be today, I will be coming back to OSRS. I just finished editing, rendering, and scheduling the final video in the 2004 series. I still have a lot of GIM video stuff to edit, and I'm still going to be chopping redwoods while I'm doing that. But yeah, I think today is going to be the big day I make my return. It is time. I started this video March 9th. It is now April 27th. It has been almost 2 months of AFKing. This is a very similar feeling to when I play a league and then finally come back to the main game after 2 months. The only difference is that the league is easier than the main game, whereas playing in 2004 is harder. But then again, when I'm really late game like this and it takes so long to progress and make videos, when I was progressing so fast, gaining so many levels every single day, it did kind of feel like 04 is easier than playing where this account is at. I went back in my clips and looked at how much woodcutting and firemaking XP I had each time I recharged the Infernal Axe, because I wanted to see how much woodcutting and firemaking XP do I get from one full axe. And here's the results. Well, here's the numbers of how much XP I had, and then the differences between this and this, and the difference between this and this. There we go. It was about 5.8 to 5.9 mil woodcutting XP. I think I might have been using the wrong axe for a couple hours, but yeah, for the most part, this, especially the firemaking, is very accurate. But a full charge of an Infernal Axe is about 875k firemaking XP when chopping redwoods. I want to figure out how much time exactly did I AFK during, I was about to say during the league, during my other series. I checked the first clip of the video. I started at 579 days and 10 hours of playtime. Let me do the math. Here is my current playtime minus the starting playtime at the beginning of the video. 742 hours in this video, which is equivalent to about 31 days of in-game time. It was mostly spent woodcutting, but I did do some fishing here and there. I don't want to show all the XPs right now. We'll save that for the end of the video, but at least you could see the woodcutting XP right here is 37 mil, which is what I gained in this video so far. Man, after editing all the clips from this video so far, there's one clip that I wish I had recorded that I was even thinking about before I started this video, but I never did it. I wanted to show what the high scores were like and how much XP we were ahead of Fapple. The last time I checked the XP that we were ahead of Fapple was mid-February, so it's kind of close, but at that time we were about 65 mil XP ahead. Now, after our UK trip and after all the AFKing that I've been doing the last couple months, we are now about almost 75 mil XP ahead of them. So we have still gained on them over the last 2.5 months. And woodcutting is a relatively slow skill. I get like 70k XP per hour, either 70k woodcutting or 60k woodcutting plus 10k fire making. So it's like 70k XP per hour, which I'd consider relatively slow for a skill. At least when you compare it to something like thieving or smithing or doing Slayer, you're getting XP in like 5 skills at once, like 200k XP per hour total. I definitely treated it like a league though, in terms of I spent a lot more time playing RuneScape per day than I normally would. Instead of playing 10 to 11 hours per day, I spent a few more hours per day on average than that. We'll just say that. Okay, I'm done. I'm leaving the redwoods. I'm not coming back here. If I go to AFK something for the rest of this video, it's going to be something more like fishing or something else, but no more redwoods. I gotta I don't want to run out of redwood chopping. I know it's like a really nerdy thing to say, but like I will get to 200 mil woodcutting theoretically if I keep playing the account. I will get to that point someday, and I'm gonna run out of the most amazing AFK thing in the game. So I'd like to save the redwood chopping as much as I can. Save it for when I really need to AFK, but let's take a look at the redwood stack, 192k. The muscle memory is crazy, bro. I was about to click to put one back in the bank because of 04. There's no placeholders. There's going to be a lot of things I'm going to have to readjust to in OSRS. I think the biggest one for me is going to be that I don't have to right click to use banks. I can just left click. But yeah, let's do a price check, see what all these are worth now. 140 mil. There's 731. I think the reason redwood logs have spiked up is because this recent poll question, this is from the last week. Right now, when you AFK fires, foresters can't fire, although they call them bonfires here, which is what they're called in RS3, so that's kind of funny. Right now, you get 1/3 of the XP you would get per log, but they're talking about changing it so you get the same amount of XP that you would get per log by manually burning it. It'd be more XP per log, but it would still be less XP per hour than lighting lines of fires. You know, when that comes into the game, that is going to be a very good AFK activity for me with all my redwood logs. I have not done my farm runs at all over the last 2 months-ish of AFKing. I did my birdhouse runs occasionally when I was doing fishing, but I did not do my birdhouses while I was doing woodcutting, which was the majority of the time. But just to show you how committed I am to getting back into my farm runs, I am going to be planting an anima seed. Whenever I have these planted, I feel obligated to do my farm runs and my herb runs as much as I can. Is that accurate for my hunter XP? Did I really gain almost 600k? I didn't know I did that many birdhouse runs. So yeah, first thing I'm doing when coming back to the game is going to be catching up on the farm runs because I gotta plant everything at this point. Another thing that's gonna be weird getting used to is using the mouse wheel to move the camera because you could only use the arrow keys, but there are no F keys. So I have to move my left hand onto the F keys now rather than perpetually having them on the arrow keys. I have gained 240k farming XP in like, that's under 30 minutes compared to when I was woodcutting. It would have taken like 3.5 hours of woodcutting to get that much total XP. I've spent a little bit of time doing mixology today already, as you can see by the herblore XP gain, but I'm gonna do it for a little while today because it sounds like fun and you could always use more aldarium. Did they ever fix the thing where if you put the potion into the digweed, it says, no, they never changed it. You mix the mix-a-lot into the mix-a-lot. It only says it properly when you put the digweed into the potion, but when you do the reverse, you get that. They added a new option since the last time I played. After you finish your contract, you get this option right here, take another hard contract. That saves a few dialogue menus. Well, I'm doing a master clue step, and I turned my prayer on for the first time in a while, of course, and I hovered over it, and there's a new thing on there. It tells you how fast each prayer drains your prayer now. That's not a thing. There's so many updates I missed over the last couple months that I need to go over. I keep right-clicking on the bank booth to open it because I have the muscle memory of doing that to open the bank. I got the left click. I spent most of the day today doing mixology. As you can see right here by the XP tracker, I gained over 450k herblore XP today. My XP per hour, that's not accurate because when I do my farm runs, I clean my herbs, so that skews it. It's probably like 60 to 65k XP per hour. So that was like over 7 hours of mixology today. Plus I was doing some barb fishing, a little bit of redwoods, my birdhouse and farm runs, all that good stuff. Today I'm going back to one of my favorite activities, mining sand, while I wait for Spook Dog to wake up because we gotta do the Easter event. I don't know if it's going away tomorrow because tomorrow's a game update, it's Wednesday. So figured we should do it today just to be safe. Oh, it's happened. The storerooms are full. That means I need to collect because my people are not going to be collecting any more resources. I went back in the clips to check the last time I'd filled up the storerooms in the kingdom, and it was July 15th, 2024. So it's been a bit over 9 months to fill up my kingdom since the last time I checked it. What do I want here? We have the fletching minigame with Varlamore Part 3 coming out, so I don't know if I'm going to want maples for that. It's so rare I get to do this. I don't know. We'll just go with this. Let's collect. And let's see what we get. Oh. 20k maple logs, 50k coal. Where's the Ranars? 855 Ranars. Nice, nice. I did this last time I checked my kingdom too, where I went over my before and after of the banked herblore XP. But we'll do it again because it's been a while. Before checking kingdom, I had 11.141 mil. Let's refresh it. It's now 12.35 mil, so about 1.2 mil herblore XP banked. And that's assuming you're making potions. If you're doing mixology, that's even more XP. In fact, mixology did not exist the last time I checked kingdom. Also, where did those seeds go? Did it go straight into the seed vault? Because there's like Guam and Marintil seeds. I guess they went to the seed vault. Yeah, it does say here on the wiki that if you receive seeds that you have in your seed vault, they will be transferred to the vault rather than your bank.
I wonder who left this trail.
This guy that we talked to next, Cookie Weasel, he has a beard, but his chat head does not have a beard. They finally added raisins to OSRS, and they look exactly like grapes, but darker. Do you see the carrot pins? When you examine them, bowling for carrot soup. That reminds me of the time we saw bowling for soup at the Brooklyn Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, good times. I saw a post before where someone asked them, or DM'd them, asking if they were bowling to earn soup or bowling on behalf of soup. And they answered the question, but I always forget which one it was. Easter event 2025 is complete. And this is what we get. I hate it. It reminds me of that YouTube comment that people would leave on videos like 10 years ago. Sometimes I like to cover myself in dirt in the backyard and pretend I'm a carrot. He is risen.
What do you mean by he?
Well, let's just say...
My carrot.
Hey, what can I say? I yearn for the mines. I have once again filled it up to 25k. It's been a long time since I've done this because I've just spent 2 months doing, so I'm gonna buy all these. 1.25 mil GP spent for 25k sand. Fine, quit begging. I'll go a little bit longer, but only because you really want me to. So in the last video, which was 2+ months ago when we went to the UK, I think I had maxed out my bottomless bucket before we left at 10k charges, which ironically makes it not bottomless. But after we got back from the trip, I had, I think it was 8.3k charges, and I haven't done any farm runs since then because I've locked myself to AFking for the last couple months. So ever since I came back to the game 2 to 3 days ago, I had 8.3k charges, but in that time, I have now got it back up to full. Like I said yesterday, just a little bit longer mining sand, which actually meant I ended up spending another whole day mining sand today. There's another 25k sand, 1.25 mil GP spent, and maybe I'll stay here a little bit longer. No. Maybe. Since the theme of this video is going to be about gaining a lot of XP, I'm going to gain a lot of XP today. I'm going to do some cooking because the urge struck and also kind of felt like playing a little bit of O4 Escape today. But I have a good reason because Spook Dog is going to be ending her video probably in like a day or two. And once she does that, she's going to be like kind of revamping the series as a collection-like series. So I'm waiting until she ends her video before I start my next video, and then we'll do that together and we'll see how that all plays out. But yeah, today I will be cooking for the rest of the day. Looks like I gained a bit over 30k cooking XP from making rations over the last couple months, but it's not a lot of XP. That's just a few inventories worth of Karambans. Yeah, I guess I never did end up doing any cooking over the last 2 months. I really thought I'd spend a lot of time cooking, but no, I think it was just all woodcutting or fishing. Those were the two things I did. And I'm back. Just a casual 2 mil cooking XP later, 2/13 worth of a 99. Just wanted to show my cooking gains before I went to bed today. Spootdog's doing the Cam Dizal collection log before wrapping up her video, so all day long I've been seeing her get these collection log slots, and I think she's almost done at this point. I think she only has a couple more to go. Alright, it has come to that time. Let's take a look at all the XP I gained throughout this video, starting off with the woodcutting XP. That was the bulk of the XP, 37.3 mil woodcutting. Along with the woodcutting, I gained about 3.3 mil firemaking XP. The other big one was fishing. How much fishing XP did I gain in the video? It was about 7.6 mil. And of course, along with the fishing XP, because that was all barb fishing, that means I got an equal amount of agility and strength XP, which was 676k for each of them. I gained 620k mining XP from those couple days of mining sand, almost 500k herblore XP for those couple days of doing mixology, 1.4 mil farming XP from the last few days of farm runs, almost 800k hunter XP doing my birdhouses on and off over the last couple months. I may have forgotten a couple skills I gained a bit of XP in, but there's one other skill I want to show, which is runecraft. I didn't train any runecraft. All this XP is just from using lamps in this video. All the random event lamps I put into runecraft, and I gained 40k runecraft XP. And finally, throughout this whole video, I gained a total of 55.2 million total XP over the course of the in-game time, 810 hours. I do have it written here in my notes to mention this at some point in the video, so better late than never. I do want to talk about, there's a Kingdom of Miscellanea plugin. I'm going to turn that on because you can have it send you notifications for when your kingdom coffers go below a certain amount, which I'm going to set that to 1 million. Or if your approval goes below a certain amount, I'll set that to like 70. One more thing I want to do is have a little check-in for my sand and my seaweed. Here is the amount of sand I have, 422k, and the amount of giant seaweed I have is 118k. I don't know when the last time I showed that was in terms of the videos, but in real time it's been at least 2 months. Man, it feels like I'm ending a chapter and starting a new era, and I'm very excited to get back to playing the game once again, getting collection log slots and exploring and adventuring, and I hope you'll join me for it. So with all that said, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, and I hope that you have a great day, and I hope to see you, wait, I was gonna say see you again next time. Wait, what did I used to say? It's been so long. How do I end the videos? And I hope to see you again next time with more adventures on the duo group Iron Man.